Hi, good day, good way. If you noticed, I haven't been on here too much lately. I mean, I talk a lot about the nanotechnology, what they're doing, they're mining the brains, the mind. It's a cognitive war on our brains. Literally, they've set a war out against our brains. They're using AI, deep fakes, voices. They're using automated beings, and people are still on here scrolling, looking for information. What are you looking for? What are you looking for? The first, someone to put something out. I mean, I notice stuff's out here, it hasn't even happened, and or people really haven't had a time to investigate anything, but yet they post the latest thing out there. Dr. Nell says that what happens is when you are bombarded with information all the time, the neurons in our brain aren't able actually to grow and to expand, and it makes you dumber. So the information's there that this is a war on our minds, and yet people are still on here. What are you looking for? Information for someone to throw out something super fast? You know, there's accounts on here that you think are great accounts that give you information every day. But the reason they're giving you information every day is to stop the neurons from growing. It's an assault on the mind. So the longer you stay when you have this information, the more damage you're doing to yourself. You decide. But between the nanotech, the AI, voice, the LiDAR, the frequencies, I mean, you think we can really win this battle if we keep engaging in it? I don't. You know, the way that nanotech works is it self-duplicates. It steals the life force of a cell and then self-duplicates itself. How many times is it going to self-duplicate in the essence of what we're not supposed to be? So I had listened to Dr. Nels, and it was an interview with Tucker Carlson, and he was talking very specifically about how they're using information to make people stupid, because the bombardment of information, like I said, doesn't allow neurons to grow. And I immediately thought of a specific account on here, so I'm going to name it. Some people like what I say, some people don't. They don't fucking care. But Cultivate to Elevate is the first one that came to mind when I was listening to Dr. Nels, because I always wondered how he had so much information out so fast, right? And he reads off of monitors. Has anyone not noticed? One monitor here, one monitor here. He reads them perpetually, almost like he's being fed information. So I always wondered how he got the information out so fast every day, because it requires time and research, but yet every day he had a new topic, all sorts of information. What if he's an agent bombarding you with information so that your brain doesn't actually grow? You think someone's here to help, but they're not. It is what it is. This is a battle for your spirit. So after using that example, right? I mean, and you compare it, I would love to do it. I did a little video. I would love to put the audio of Dr. Nels on the little scrolling of Cultivate the Elevate's account to show when he's speaking what you can see, or what I saw when I saw it. Is he? I don't know. Do I think he is? Yeah. Have I for a long time? Yeah. Is he providing good information? Sure. Sure he is. But every day a new topic? How are you going to learn? How are you going to grow when you're constantly bombarded with information? It's the point. That's the fucking point. So you'll see me less and less. I'm still here. I'll still dipping out, but I'm not going to be doing it the way that I do, and I'm going to keep showing you it's battle on the mind. Either mind your mind or it's going to get mined. Much love.
If you look at what I'm describing here, it's all about the autobiographical memory center. And the autobiographical memory center records what we think, what we experience, what we discuss with our friends. Everything is recorded, but it cannot record everything. So it's kind of a misterm here. It records everything what it can record. And it has a threshold. And the threshold is it has to come with emotion. So you can only learn new things if they are kind of emotional to you. So,
Yes.
So stereotypical behavior, you don't remember that you did something you do every day.
Exactly.
So we know all that. So it has to come with an emotion. So if you really want to transform a brain, so first it's a two-step process. First, you block the neurogenesis, the production of new nerve cells in the hippocampus. Then you come up with the stories you want to install. But since they have to come with an emotion, you can't come with the same story every day. You have to change the story day by day. You have to come up with new stories with the same intent. Something is breaking down, the world is shut down, everything is dangerous, I'm losing my job because immigration. I might my family might be killed because we have an atomic war based on these local wars. We have the war against climate change. Everybody will drown because the water will rise. All these stories come up day by day. Actually, the World Economic Forum has a program, a brochure they bring out every January, and they talk about permacrisis, and they have hundreds of points. They are actually listed in my book. What they have in mind or in their background where we can start the next crisis. We need to change the story so that at the end of the day, your personal history is overwritten by these fear-mongering stories, and you have to change it, otherwise it doesn't work. So that explains it. It explains something very interesting, actually, by the way. I couldn't understand because, as I show in the book, it was all well planned. I mean, there were plans already out there, 2018, the program 201, we know that, everything was planned. But when it really actually happened in 2020, our government in Germany, for example, had new rules every day, changing rules all the time. And I said, they're behaving like they didn't know what they do, but everything was so well planned. I mean, the vaccine was out so quickly. Everything was planned, but they did as if they had no idea what they should do. But in reality, if you look from the point of view of the hippocampus of your autobiographical memory, this changing of rules is part of the plan. It has to be part of the plan, because changing the rules mean you have to memorize every day new rules, and they override your memory center. And that's
so you, after a while, can't remember what life was like before the rules.
Exactly. You see, if you want to install, and this is all about installing a new operating system. Yeah, in your introduction you said you didn't say it, but it's like an artificial intelligence controlled society by a social scoring system, and I call it in my book, let's say, an evil social operating system, which you can actually abbreviate by SOS. Yeah, quite nicely. It means something else, but we know where it ends, and so. If that's the plan, and you alluded to it, and I'm pretty sure everybody who reads Schwab's book knows what's going on and what they are intending, then it's clear you have to create a situation where there's no other fence anymore. There's no fence where you can see the grass is green on the other side. Look at other dictatorships, fascism in Germany, Stalinism, whatever.
Yes.
There was always a fence, a border where it was different on the other side. But we have to think here global. If everybody is attacked, then there is no border, there is no other side, there is no way, no place you can hide, no place you can go. But there's another border in your brain different in the past. But once you start overriding the past, then even this border is gone. There is no way there is no refuge anymore. Nothing you can go back to and think about, okay, it was different in the former times. We have to get back to that place, to this time. We have to change something.
Yes.
And the ability to change something comes with individuality, creativity, creative power of humanity. And then we just follow the rules that the artificial intelligence.
So you're really describing a kind of mass Alzheimer's. I mean, with no because a person